In this video, we're going to talk all about how we can create simple videos using a tool called Headliner. And it is a powerful tool that's got some AI capabilities, but also it's just a powerful tool that makes life easy when you're trying to produce content for social media and to get your message out there. So what you're going to do is want to go to headliner.app, and you can actually get started for free. They actually have on their pricing category, as of right now, they have a level that's called Forever Free. And it is an ad-supported experience. You will have to deal with ads on the platform, but you get up to 5 unwatermarked videos per month, so you can do 5 videos with it. And then they give you some base level storage. Now, a lot of people end up upgrading to the basic or the pro plan, which gives them a lot more videos and a lot more content. But the pricing is not that bad when you consider all the value that you do get out of it. So I did want to share, that there are different options for you. So it's a very affordable tool, even if you go to the pro level, and it's powerful, powerful tool. So what you're going to do is go to headliner.app, and then I'm going to click on sign up because we're creating a brand new account here, just starting from scratch. So I'm going to put in my name and information here. So I'm going to put in my name here, my email, and then we'll come up with a password that we can use here. So now I'm going to click on sign up, and I'm going to create my Headliner account. Okay, so my account has been created, and now we're going to go through the onboarding steps. So it's going to ask you how you plan to use it, and you could say for a small business, or you could say personal. It's up to you. And now you can decide if you want to get the latest info from them, and we'll just hit no thanks. And then how did you hear about us? We'll just put referral. Okay, so now I've done the base level onboarding. And now they're going to ask what kind of content that we want to make. So they're going to say, what kind of content are we working for? And we're just going to skip this for now. And we're going to say we have a video file to start with. Now, I'm going to, just for the case of this video here and this step-by-step walkthrough, I'm going to choose I don't have a file to start with because I want to show you from the beginning what you can do to get going. So you've got several different options here. You've got automatic audiograms, and this is going to create and post videos for each time a new podcast episode is released, if you were doing podcasting. You've got the transcribe audio or video. You've got caption and clip video podcast. So that would be if you had a podcast of your own and you had videos for it, they could actually pull from other sources, pull the video in, and then they would make the changes to it. You could do editing, so like more advanced editing features. But I'm going to show you this option here. This is transcribe an audio or video. So I'm going to go here and we're going to click on this right now, and it's going to take us through this process here. So we are going to go here and we're going to upload from our computer, and I'm going to grab the content that I have here. So I'm going to grab one of my videos here. So let me find that. So I've got several videos that I could pull from here. So let me see what a good one would be. And I don't want to pull a video that's going to be too long, so I think I'm going to grab this one. This is our video sales letter. And then it's going to say, what language is your file? So we're going to go with English, and I'm going to upload this file. So it's taking a little bit to do that. So we're just going to pause this video while it uploads this file. So it's going to upload this, and then we're going to be able to go through the next part of the process here. Now, this is their AI feature. It's called Eddie, and they call it your personal broadcast assistant. And they can do all sorts of things when it comes to podcasting. So they can do things like show notes, episode art, keywords, things like that. So it gives you a lot of flexibility. Now, we're going to continue on here. So this fully got uploaded. And so now it's going to say name my project, add chapters to my project. So these are all the things it's going to automatically do for us. I also love the fact that it will remove those ums and ah filler words that you sometimes hear me say, and this helps you a lot. So what you're going to do now is go continue with these settings, and now it's working on transcribing it. So it's doing a really good job of transcribing it. And what it'll do is from this content, it's going to automatically create things like audiograms and things of that nature. So I simply just uploaded this, and now it's putting this material out there for us. Now that it's done, it says our project is ready. So you're going to get this notice up here. Now, if you are in the free version, what this is you're going to see a notice that says upgrade to remove these clips. So this is actually just a free ad that's being ran at the moment. that you would actually go through to kind of discover other podcasts, things like that. So this is ad supported if you are doing the free plan. So you will have to sit through 45 seconds to a minute on occasion if you are doing the free plan. But if you want to do the upgraded version, you could just click here and upgrade to remove clips. So now we're going to go to this section here. Now, this was not a traditional podcast that I uploaded. I just uploaded a video. This is a video sales letter for one of our products and our projects that we have. So what I did here is it actually did a really good job. So it came up with several titles for it. It gave me everything that I would need. So if you are doing podcasting or just doing videos in general, it's perfectly fine. So this actually pulled together everything that I said. So it did a perfect word for word transcription of everything that I was doing. It gave me, the clips here, so you can see that. And notice the words that it added up at the top here. So it put all the words and everything here as I went through it. So notice it put all that together with the caption. So it's really everything that I would need that it could pull from. So it did all this automatically, which was absolutely phenomenal. And it did a great job for that. And then they also made us what's called a promo pack. So you can actually view a promo pack here, and it kind of gives us a lot of good information, everything you need. And again, they do this for podcasters, but if you're not a podcaster, this works perfect. So if you're just a content creator, you can upload your video and then they're going to give you all these assets. Like, it's absolutely incredible. So they'll give you things like your show notes, and this is everything that you need that you can use. So are you ready to transform your online business? Join Paul Council, Trey Banerjee as they unveil the business acceleration formula. So this would be the show notes. And again, I took this from a video sales letter to make this work. Now, the other thing, I can come back here and I can go to the episode art, and it's going to give me some episode art that I could then work from. It pulled it from AI, and you could come in here and you could adjust some of these things if you had the pro feature. But again, it gave me some base level art to begin with. Now, they did not spell business or marketing right. That's the downside of AI. So I'm not a fan of the arts feature, but it is in there. The other thing it did pull from that I absolutely loved was the keywords. So it pulled in the keywords so that when I actually post this to YouTube or post this content out there, I already have the tags and the keywords ready to go. So it works out perfectly. Now, you'll also notice that it created social captions. So it gave me LinkedIn captions, it gave me Instagram captions, Facebook captions, something for X, formerly Twitter, captions that I can then just grab. And you can go in here and you can copy and paste these. So it's got everything that we need. Now, I would even adjust this because, if I had the pro feature, I could come in here and make adjustments. But they spelled my business partner wrong. So I could go ahead and make these adjustments. Now, if you don't have the pro feature, you could just copy this right over to a notepad file or Google Docs. And now you've got captions that are ready to post. So it's everything that you need. Now, these are quotes from something I said. So you do not want to miss this. We're going to teach you what it takes to succeed. So these are like quotable moments. It's got links that I referenced. So I referenced actually links within my video. And so it actually gave links and gave these links out so I could use it. The other thing it did is it gave me an email newsletter that I could then send out to my list. So if you were using this to promote your podcast, promote your new content, it's going to give you more than enough to get going here. And then it also took this all and created a blog post for me as well. So I really take your online business to new heights. A business acceleration formula is just not another course. And it's got everything. It basically just took my words and everything I said. And so that's your promo pack. So that, again, is something you get. So you get no matter what content you upload. So I advise people all the time, no matter what tool you're using and whatever your purpose is, podcast or not podcasting, you upload a video or you upload an audio of you talking about your niche. And tools like Headliner.app here are going to give you everything you need, from the notes that describe it. They'll come up with some episode art, but more importantly, they give you things like keywords that are actually going to help you, social captions. They're going to give you quotes that you can then use, references from your content, newsletters, and then they're going to give you a blog post as well. So they give you everything that you would need to succeed. Now, that is this tool. So that's everything that you need as well. So you can go in here and they actually pull together like the different level of clips that they actually had. So you could take here and you could say, okay, I'm going to create a 1-minute clip from this section here. And it's going to actually prepare a small clip for me from just the section that it thought was good. So of this 7-minute video, they recommended 7 different clips that they could pull from. And then I now have short videos that could then become reels, videos that I could then go out there and post on my Instagram reels. I could post on my Instagram stories. I could do YouTube shorts. I could do, post on Reddit, on Twitter. I can post this anywhere. YouTube shorts, x.com, you name it. It can go anywhere. So that's the powerful thing about this. It gives you access to so much. TikTok, you name it. And so it's preparing that clip right now. So I wanted to show you that feature as well is, when you use their AI tool, it unlocks a lot of possibilities for you and gives you everything that you would need to promote whatever content you have. So my advice to you as a business owner is go out and create, 5 to 10 minutes to even 20 minutes of content, and then use a tool like Headliner to turn that content to everything from a blog post to social media posts that you can put on all platforms like LinkedIn and Twitter and go out there on Instagram and you name it. Now you've got your content for Facebook even and YouTube, and now it's going to make the videos and it's going to cut it up for you. So it's going to help you go from one to many very quickly. And so these tools are very invaluable to have in your arsenal. Okay, so now it says create your clip. So you'll just click on get started and it's going to open up a new tab for us to see this clip in action. So you can see, and it's going to create this clip for you. Now it's going to ask you what your ratio is. So I want to go over that. Now landscape is going to be best for YouTube and websites like they say. Square is going to be for Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And then of course, portrait mode is the ideal mode because that does work best on everything. Now is kind of more portrait mode. That's where we do most of our time because everything from Instagram stories, even Instagram reels, your Snapchat, your TikToks, your YouTube shorts, even on LinkedIn, everybody takes this this access ratio that they call portrait mode. So there's portrait, square, and landscape. We choose portrait mode. And so that's the mode you want to go with. So now you're going to choose create your project. Now it's uploading that video clip right now and it's setting up our project so then you can go in and make further edits. And I'm going to show you how to edit it. But it all started by using the very powerful tool where you can come in here and you're just going to choose transcribe an audio or video. So you can upload any audio or any video. And now you're going to have access to some incredible content that then you can start to use and start to post out there. So now it's loading our project in there for us. Now this video was filmed. It was not filmed with the intent of it being on social media. This particular video was filmed for landscape mode because it was for a video sales letter, but they still did a good job of making it fit. So now we're going to go here and just, you can, skip through all this. It's kind of telling you how to use this tool. So let me just hit the X on that. And you'll notice here, there's an option for captions. You see that? So now it's got like these captions that come in here. Now, I already had used Headliner at one point to caption this video. So that's why you see captions on there. But what you can do here is you can go up here and you can actually style these captions. And so you can go in here and we're going to go to style captions here. And you'll notice here, I can actually have control over what these captions end up looking like. So I can control the size of the box. And generally you don't want to go too far down because if you're using like Instagram and other platforms like that, it would cut it off. So you want to go like maybe 2 lines here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to choose the different options here. Now I can change the font and like how it looks. I could say, okay, let's try Poppins font, or you could try a different font here. So let's say, I mean, that's a crazy spooky font. All sorts of things you can do. So you get the idea. You can just come in and change the font. So I'm going to say Montserrat right here. We'll change that font and then I could make it bold so it jumps out. And then there's other things you could do, like you could highlight things as well. So you could put like a little shadow box on it. And then from there, the color of the font is now just like that. So now we've got a yellow box with black font. And then we could go here with animations and they have an option called karaoke style. Now karaoke style will be kind of like what people follows along the words. And it gives them the ability to kind of see what word you're on as it transitions through there. So you can kind of get an idea as to, how you would make that work. So you could go with white into black lettering as it goes through that. So that would be one option. And then we can hit save on that. So notice we just made that change and now we can hit save on that. So I'm going to go ahead and hit play on this so you can see. So there's the idea. So now you've got these captions on here. And again, if I don't like that, I can go back here and fix it. So I'm going to say, okay, let's remove the highlight. I don't like the highlight anymore. And let's go and say that I want to actually have this go from white font over to yellow font. And I'm going to hit save changes on that. So now you'll notice what happens here with the captions. And it works really well. And then I can also move like where it shows up. I could actually say, I actually like it above here. So I'm going to hit save changes. And now that caption box is going to be above us. So see that? So there's a lot of things you can do there. And then the other thing within headliner.app here is it gives you easy access to edit the content. So let's say that there was a misspelling here. So if I go here and let's just say the word up here, let's say, so ClickFunnels, they got ClickBank. They do a really good job. I've got to say, Headliner has been one of the best as far as transcribing things, pretty accurate word for word. But let's say, for example, like e-commerce, let's just say that I personally always write it like this. Again, I'm just saying, let's say that I wrote it like this with the dash. And I'm not saying I do, but let's just say you did, then you just go in and make that edit, right? So now notice it made that edit. And then I can go in here and just check for misspellings, which commonly happens when you're doing captions. So that's something you can do. You can just come in here and you could change this out for you just like that. So it makes it very easy. It's simple to do. You'll see edit it and make the change for you. And then when you're happy with everything, the main thing I'm editing is I'm looking at the text to make sure that there's no, major errors on the captions that are happening. And then I can go in there and I can actually do other editing. If you wanted to, like I could add in other media, we could add in other, pictures, things like that. So there's all sorts of things that I could then add into it to kind of just make it stand out even more. So notice like here's a image that I just pulled from my computer here, and I just grabbed this image, and now this image shows up right up here. See that? So now this is a random image, but it just shows up there. And then I go back to the transcript and I could style that caption and I could say, okay, I no longer want that caption way up there. I want it like right here so it doesn't cover up, what I'm doing. And now we've got this where picture's up there. And you could always come in here and you could always like extend that media out. So you could do things like drag it so it goes to a different spot. There's just a lot of things you can do here. You can add other pictures, call outs. But most of the time, you're just going to work with the transcript and just going to do style of captions. And then once you're done, you simply go up here to export. And it's going to ask you some questions when you export. So the main thing that you want to do is make sure that it's full HD at 1080p. That's going to look the best. And then 24 frames per second is fine. And then you can go export my video. Now, the export speed when you are a pro member will get done faster. And then when you are a regular member, it's just this option here. So it's going to export it at normal speed. But once you do that, you're ready to go. So you can just follow these steps for the future. Now, it takes a moment for it to upload and render your video. And you'll see in the right-hand side, you do need to keep this tab open at all times to make sure that it does work and that the change goes through all the way. So just watch that. And when you're done there, your video will be generated and then you can download that video. And right now it's giving me access to watch the ads because again, we're on the free account. So just keep that in mind. You will need to keep this open. And if you're using the paid version, then you are going to want to, at that point, on the paid version, you're going to want to, you won't have to deal with these ads. Now our video is ready to go. So it's going to say your video is ready. Download it here. And it's going to take you to another download section where you can choose. You could launch it directly into these platforms. I generally just download here and then I go take it and I upload it to the individual platforms. But that would be up to you. So you could actually go in here and then choose your platform, sign into YouTube, and then upload that video from there. That would be up to you and up to your discretion. But here we'll go in, we can go in here and click on download video. And now it's going to download that video for us. And then when I open that video, which it already downloaded, I'm going to open that video and you're going to see it here on my screen. So it gave me everything I needed, and it was all just very few simple steps within here that you can do. Now inside of Headliner, just a couple other quick things. You can do manual audiograms. So those are things you can do. So we'll just go here to where we can upload content here, and I could actually then upload an audio or upload a video. You can actually find podcast in here. So I'm just going to go in here and I could actually find our Marketing Counts podcast, and I could actually have it create audiograms or content based on one of our old episodes as well. So it works really, really well for us. And then I could just go continue. And then now it's creating a short clip or an audiogram that we've all seen, which has got the wavy lines on it. And then that's something that then could go out on social media. So there's all sorts of ways you can do this. You can actually create these audiograms that we've all seen to promote a podcast where maybe you have your picture in there and the wavy line. So it gives you like all these options. That's why I'm sharing this with you. And so that's one of the options. The other one is automatic audiograms. And so this feature is where I would pick a podcast. And so I could come in here and pick the Marketing Counts podcast. That's my podcast. And I could say, hey, I want to create audiograms on a daily basis. So if I want to promote this on YouTube, it would actually take it and it would add my entire episode directly to YouTube as well for me. So it would upload my entire podcast to YouTube automatically without me having to do it. Now that's pretty powerful as well. And so it wants you to add your YouTube account. So again, that's more of the power of this tool. The one that we used was the one in the center here. That was transcribe audio or video, and that gave us all those options. The other option here is caption a clip. So a content clip, that is this option here. And you could say add captions to a single clip. And then you could go in here and you could pick your content that you're going to upload. So at that point, I would then just upload, whatever content I have on my computer. And I could go here and I could upload that and then hit next. And then now it's going to take me to the next phase of it and give me all the content that I need so I could make my edits. So there's a lot of different options here. The one that I tend to use is this one, which gives you all those outputs. And then you've got an advanced editor, which that would give you more capabilities and things that you could do within your content. And so the advanced editor is going to give you a lot of additional features that you can go with to get this thing started. So there's a lot of options for you, and you can go in there and you can add new content and different things like that that you can go with. So it's a powerful tool, and definitely use Headliner. It's going to give you everything you need, but I think the easiest ones for you to start with is going to be this one in the middle, like I demonstrated. And then from there, you're going to have access to all this content that then you can go and post out on the internet and get your content and get your messaging out there.